Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're back on the Camry project. If you don't remember last video, I bought this car for $300 because it was gonna go to the scrap yard. Ended up buying it off the guy and seeing if I can get it started. And sure enough, I got it started in that video because all I need was a timing chain or a timing belt. I ended up rebuilding the whole timing anyways, including the water pump. So I also have an oil change and a coolant flush done to it as well. And I've been daily driving this car actually. It's been a fun drive. I've been enjoying every minute of it, especially that exhaust leak sounds hilarious. I love driving that thing. It's funny. And this is the only car I have, so I might as well drive it around, put some extra miles on it. It's got 250k miles on it, but other than the timing belt that needed to replace, there's other issues that we're gonna try to address today. And one of them is this window. This window does not like to stay closed at all, and you can see I'm pushing it down with no issue. So I'm guessing the window regulator is messed up on it, so we're gonna try to replace that. And then hopefully I might be doing a CV axle as well because the boot is torn on that. And then I heard the rear brakes weren't done or properly, because I guess when the seller gave me parts, he got me new ball joints where we're doing no ball joints and new sway bar links. And so something he gave me is the rear, since it's 99, it's drum brakes instead of disc in the rear. He gave me those springs for the drum brakes, which kind of threw me off. So I'm gonna try to inspect those rear brakes as well. I'm surprised it's been stopping the amount of time I've been driving it, so thank God. But I'm gonna definitely try to do those rear brakes, see if those springs aren't actually missing, because if they're missing, might be screwed and out of rear brakes. So probably gonna want to take care of that sooner or later. Might do front brakes soon, but maybe not in this video, but right now I'm gonna definitely tackle that window. So let's get started. Alrighty, so this is the passenger rear door. So all these door cards come off the same, hopefully. And I'm gonna try to make this a better video than the timing belt video that I made, because I kind of just did it short and sweet, and then just what else did I do? Kind of just made it short and sweet and didn't really put any footage of me actually working on the car. So I'm gonna try to do this again, or try to do better, but with this video. So basically, in order to take this door card off, there's two covers that there's one right here, and then there's gonna be one, I don't know, you can kind of see it right there. You can just pry it off. This has been worked on before, from what I heard from the previous owner, but the previous owner I got it from didn't really take care of the car. From what I heard, he just did little stuff to it, and he just kind of let it drive till it died, which led to the timing belt snapping. So, and it kind of runs iffy when I give it gas a little bit. So I'm guessing I'm gonna need some more engine work. Some more engine work needs to be done to this car to make it run reliably. And then this is what the cover looks like. But right now I'm trying to find me a little job, that way I can start putting some money into this project. And then I'm also trying to get the Wrangler back up and running, so hopefully you can hop back on that Jeep content. But sadly, the Lexus, well, there's not gonna be any more content on the Lexus, sadly, because it got totaled, so which led me to buying a project car. So now I have the Camry, which is same brand but a little bit older. And then alright, so next one up is there's gonna be 3 Phillips screws. There's gonna be so there's 2 in each hole. So there's one in here, one in there, and then there's gonna be like a cover back here. I'm trying to show you. Oh, well, it used to be a cover because this has been touched before, or has been worked on, I mean. So there's a cover that goes right there, that you see that bolt right off of a screwdriver. Or like, I got this trim panel tool, so that makes it a lot more cleaner. Oh, and then I forgot one more thing. You're gonna have to pry out this ignition switch. I like doing it with the trim tool because it doesn't really mess up the door card. It's super easy. You just stick something in there, like something to pry it out with. And just give it a nice little, just force it up a little bit. Just be careful not to break anything, and then it comes right out. And all it is just All it is just a pin you push down and it comes right on. And I'm already sweating because it's like 89 degrees over here in black clothing. Hot. And then now we take out those 3 screws. I'm gonna use a drill because it makes it go faster. And they are Phillips head, so make sure you're using the right one. And I'm using gloves because I'm gonna show you why in a second, and also because I like to keep my hands clean. You know, I'm that kind of, I'm all about that health and stuff like that. And I've always worked with gloves anyway, and I like them. My dad got, I mean, I did used to not work on them with gloves when I was like 16, 17. But now that I turned 18, that's when I started using them because my dad was using them a lot, especially at work. And then I kind of started using them at work, at like shops I worked at. And yeah, so I've just enjoyed working with gloves. And then these are what the screws look like inside the holes as well, or might look like. They either might look like this, but I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what kind of screws you guys got? All I know is they might not be OEM. And then, well, this one might not come out, but if you get it out, kudos. Oh, and one more thing before you guys start yanking at the door card, make sure you take this clip off. All you gotta do is just push it in. What the hell? You just push it in, and then it pops right off. I'm gonna try to show you. So the clip's gonna look like this, right? And you can just push on the little tab like that, so that way it pops in. You can see that it's not flush anymore, and then you just push it back out. Or I like to pull it all the way out so I can easily put back in the clip and come back. And now I think it's time to yank the door card. Oh wait, one more thing. Take this cover off at the top. There you go. Make sure you take that cover off because that might not come out. And now we can start yanking at this thing. I like to use a trim tool as always to like help me pry it out, because clips and stuff like that like to break, especially how old these cars are and the mileage I have on them. Kind of just want to feel along the side. Be careful not to bend anything, bend any leather, or you don't want to crease anything. I mean, unless you just want to go full force yank on it, but it really doesn't take any force to just pull these clips off. And then you're gonna want to pull this off as well, this cover. Mine is broken, but there's a hook right here that you like, I guess you just pull back and then comes right out. And also someone has done it before, so this is broken. Probably gonna replace this soon. That way it's not broken, make it look a lot more cleaner. Also need some for the front and these handles, because these are not the same, because the ones in the front not the same color, and I'm missing one on the driver's side. So if you guys got any of these all the way around, hopefully hit me up. I'm gonna buy them off you, or I will buy them off you. You have a good deal on them. Where? Oh, and then there's the other screw, and then the door card comes up. And then one thing I like to make sure is I got all my clips back on the door card, so that way it'll clip right back in, no issues. Now for the next thing, so the one thing I hate the most is this stupid weather rain thing, whatever. I don't know what it does. All I know is it's supposed to prevent shit from going in your window, but I hate it, so I'm probably gonna take it off. But first you gotta undo the latch, which is one Phillips head screw that goes right into the handle, and then just kind of wiggle it out. It also got a hook on it. You kind of want to, and you can go ahead and disconnect it. Unless you want to, though. I've never disconnected one of these before. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you know what? Okay, let's see if I could just take it off without having to pull it off. God, I hate this blue stuff, man. Oh, seems to look like I've made it work. Hell yeah. Okay, now, what's next? Oh. Next, you want to drop the window down so you can see the. I'm gonna try to do the damn thing for you. You don't want to bring that down till you see this bolt and then this bolt, because this is what connects the window to the window regulator. And you're gonna want to unplug this, I am assuming, which goes to your window motor. So I'm gonna go ahead and unplug that. God damn it. Go ahead and unplug that real fast. Unless there's another plug somewhere that probably better. I don't know. No clue. But I'm gonna go ahead and take these off every 10 minutes. And then now you're gonna want to push the window back up. Or I guess disconnect the window from the window regulator. Usually people end up taping the window. I mean, the window is holding up just fine, but if your window is starting to fall, I would tape it. But since my window is pretty well sturdy, I'm just gonna leave it up like that. And then making sure. So I'm guessing there is an electrical connector. Oh. I've decided to just pull this out, I guess. So I do feel electrical connection in here, but I have no clue how we would pull that out at all. So I'm just go ahead. Oh yeah, that's sticky too far. I'm guessing this is why the window won't go up, because look how loose that is. It's not supposed to be that loose, and it just came out. Yeah, so the window regulator is not supposed to do that. So and the way to take it out is all these golden screws. I'm guessing there's like 6 of these 10 mils. I'm gonna go ahead and drill those out, each and every single one of them, and hopefully take this assembly off. It has come loose. Something else has fallen. I'm curious to see what it is. Ouch. Oh. Okay. So that just came out of it. And then I guess the piece of cardboard that was holding the window up. Now we pull out one half of the regulator. Oh yeah. So I'm guessing you do have to pull this off. I'm guessing the connector comes with the motor. But yeah, so basically it should have been connected. to your window, because the motor was working but the regulator was not moving up or down. So I'm guessing this failed and somehow discombobulated itself, and I'm pretty sure that piece that I found probably goes in here and disconnected itself from the window motor. So I got a whole new assembly that's ready to go back in, and hopefully this window works. Now that the old one is out, this is the new one. You want to make sure it looks the same, everything's connected, everything's working, and it does come with the wiring harness, thank God. So now you just go open this package up and hopefully fix that issue. Basically, it just goes right back in the same way as it went coming out. Okay, yeah. This is the right part. Thank God. You're gonna want to find that hook that comes off, because there's a hook that's gonna hang right here. You'll see it when you take it out. What? Yes, it's gonna go back the same way it came in. So you just stick it through that hole in the bottom. Being careful not to scratch anything. Find that hook. Oh, I can't seem to find it for some reason. Alrighty, so now I have a couple bolts screwed on. I'm gonna try to make sure all of them are gonna be lined up. And I'm gonna just go ahead and start screwing in all the screws, all the bolts. Hold this shit down. What the hell? Now that I have all the bolts in, I'm gonna blast them back on. You want to make sure they're tight, but not super tight to where you break the screw. Just make sure they're tight. Not to be ridiculous. All right. Now I want to test if this is gonna go up and down. Go ahead and plug back. Oh wait, it's not gonna be a test if I don't plug it in. Allow me to run the wire the same way. No, it won't. Called it. I knew that shit was gonna happen. So I'm gonna try it like this. Keep it out the way. Like that. No. Unless, let's take it off the fucking tape. That's gonna allow me to swing it all the way around. Look at that shit. And clip it back into OEM position. And then last had it. And then click this back in. Alright, now it's connected properly. OEM and everything. Now we'll plug back in the window switch. And let's see if this thing works. Okay, so I just got it in accessory mode, and let's see if it works. Oh yeah, you can see it moving. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So yeah, now that window works now. So now the only window that doesn't work in this car is the other side, the left one. But that's gonna take some further diagnosing that I don't want to really get into right now. This was kind of easy to diagnose, and I kind of need it to close so that way when it rains, it doesn't get wet. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lower the window all the way down, and then so that way I can lower the actual window down. Screw that back in. Hopefully it fits, no problem. Good. So this new aftermarket regulator seems to be giving me a hard time. Kind of sucks. Well, that's what you get with aftermarket stuff, I guess. Not everything will fit like how it should. And if something doesn't fit, you just gotta force it in. You gotta make it work, you know. And then gotta fix that real quick. Yeah, now it's getting better. Yeah, because for some reason, make sure your trim is lining up with your window. Kind of see how that's creased a little bit. So I'm kind of just poking at it with the because I guess it seems to be working better now that I'm cleaning out that window trim. So I'm gonna go ahead and mess with that some more so that way you guys aren't bored out of your mind. And hopefully you got a decent working window. Alright, so I fixed it. Now it's going up a lot more better. The window's still kind of moving, but it's better than it not closing. So, and it does close all the way. Made sure that everything is sealed tight and all that. So yeah, closes. So now, go put everything back together and be done with this project. And I'm gonna just time lapse everything to put it back on, because y'all know, see me take it off. Y'all don't gotta watch me put everything back on in regular time, Lamau. But yeah, let's cut the time lapse. everything's back to normal, and then I'm gonna wait till next day to do the brakes and that CV axle. Well, CV axle is definitely gonna be another project, and the rear bike's gonna be another project. So I'm already hot. I'm gonna just do it tomorrow or something like that, so that way I got energy. Cause right now I'm just sweating, and I kind of just want to get that window working. So hell yeah. So I'm gonna just clean up and then wait till tomorrow to finish the rest. So I'll see you next day. Holy, look at that sweat dripping because it's hot as hell in the Midwest. So see y'all tomorrow. Yeah. All right. So it's a week later now because I've been procrastinating working on the damn thing. But I decided to do it when it's now starting to get a little cold. So fall is almost here because it's almost September, and it's getting a little bit more chillier out. It's no longer getting boiling hot like it was a couple weeks ago. But I just had to get started on the CVX already. I got the wheel off, and I want to, because I had to run the air gun. I don't want to piss people off with the air gun, but I thought I'd get started on it. I already have the car in here. And then with this axle nut, actually I'm gonna take it off. I think it's a 32 or 30 mil socket, and it's a hex axle nut. Oh shit. Yeah, it's a hex. And usually there's a cover that sits on the front of it, but for some reason that's missing. And the cotter pin's also missing on that. But I think as long as this is tight and that I don't lose this, I don't think I'm ever gonna lose that axle nut. Then again, I have no clue where those went, and the person was clueless of where it was. And then some people say you need a punch to pop this out, but like you can kind of see that I'm just pushing it with my finger. You just gotta push it with something, maybe like a socket or something like that. But you can clearly see that, like, moving freely. Yeah, so that's all you need for that. And then basically, I just need to take out the strut, disconnect the knuckle from the strut, which is I think a 22 mil. And then the axle should come out the hub side. So I'm gonna go do that right now. Oh well, I'm gonna just do some YouTube magic, and then that soon enough that axle will come out. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm talking gibberish. I'm tired, but I'm gonna do some YouTube magic, and then that axle will be out. Alrighty, so got the bolts out, and then sticking one back in because I got the axle out. I don't think it's the best spot for it, and I just let the bolt just hold that axle in, or I guess the knuckle up, so that way I'm not stretching anything. But yeah, this is my reason why I'm replacing the CV axle, because all that dirt and stuff in there, and the boot's torn, and it's already making noise and stuff like that. So that's why I'm replacing it. Should probably replace these struts too. These start bouncing on me. But to the next step of the axle, you gotta make sure you take out that bolt that's at the bottom. I could try to poke it with my flashlight, where that is at, and then you can kind of see those ears right there at the end. That's a snap ring you want to take off. I already took it off, so it's not really on there. But just grab like some needle pliers or somewhere you can squeeze it out and pull it out. But now I just gotta take that bolt off, and then the axle should pop out. Alrighty, excuse the air compressor on. I already used a lot of force for this old one to come out. And here's a better view of that boot all torn up, and then here's that new one. Here's the cover. Let me take the nut off, and you can see it's a nut compared to that nut right there, and it's supposed to have this cover on it, so it's supposed to go over the axle nut like this, and it should be right there. But I don't know if I was gonna buy one, but thank God this one came with one, and I should have a brand new cotter pin somewhere in my box. I had some, baggie of them. So I'm gonna try to put that in there, and then yeah, hope we get the new axle in, and hopefully we don't gotta worry about this exploding on the way home. So let me just use some YouTube magic real quick, and the axle should be installed. It should be installed. Alright, yeah, I don't know why I didn't record or didn't get a clip of me putting everything on, but the wheel's back on, and so I'm gonna wait another time because I got asked by somebody to do their brakes. So now I gotta wait. I'm gonna wait till maybe tomorrow to do the rear brakes, and then my front one started going out, the squealing and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to do front brakes now. So yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next day. Alrighty, so this is the next day. Car's back up on the jack stands, and I got the drum off. So here's the setup of the rear drums on the Camry. You got your holding springs that hold the shoes down. Your wheel cylinder got gunked up with brake dust because this looks like it's never been replaced. I mean, it's still good, and I think the shoes look pretty good too. But just because it's me and I already have the parts, I might as well just replace them. So yeah, and then basically, in order to take off the shoes, you take this big spring out, I'm assuming, and you take these hold down pins out, and then they should just slide off. If anything, you can take the bottom spring right here, and it should come off nicely. And then you gotta be careful of the parking brake on the other side. So I'll show you. There's this cable. It runs around here. I don't know if you can see that. What? There's like a spring cable on this side. Oh, I'm pointing at it right there. There's a spring cable. That's your parking cable. So on that right side, you're gonna have to do an extra step and hook up the parking cable, because on this side it doesn't have one. I'm assuming. Oh no, it does have the same thing on this side. Yeah, so there's another one. I didn't notice it, but yeah. I'm gonna start taking this apart so that way I can show you all the pieces. Alrighty, so here's all the pieces to the hold down. So there's a top cap, spring, that pin, and then another cap at the bottom. And then there's a spring that hooks on to the bottom of this, and then hooks the two things together. And then here's that other spring. I don't think I'm gonna get out. There we go. I got it. Shit. Oops. Here's the other spring. Holds onto the adjuster of the mechanism. Yeah, this thing came out. Shit. And then there's that lever, I guess, for the handbrake. Yeah, and then there's your shoes as well. So, let me show y'all the rest of this. Yeah, so there's your barking cable I was talking about. Gonna have to push on it, and then there's a wheel cylinder that pushes the pads or the shoes, and then you got your axle bearing. So yeah, now let's go put it back together. Everything is in place. Just have to turn the flashlight on, so springs on, adjusters on correctly. Adjusters on, everything's connected, all that, so all the springs are on. Yeah, so you gotta make sure that everything's back how it was. The parking cable right there looped around, and make sure it's ran how it was. And then I'm gonna go ahead and adjust this because this is a little bit loose. You can kind of see this kind of crooked. So just go ahead and adjust that with like a screwdriver. Just go in there and then just spin it with that screwdriver, whichever way it goes, and then it should be fine. And then yeah, you can put the drum back on and call that a day. So, but with this side, there's the before, well, there's the after, and this is what it would look before. But I'm gonna go ahead and do some YouTube magic on this side, so that way you don't gotta watch me do it twice. Alrighty, this side is on now. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the wheels on. I'm gonna go ahead and jack up the front, and we'll get started on the front brakes. Alrighty, so the rear wheels are on properly. Got the front ones off now, and then I already got all the nuts loose, all the bolts loose. The caliper is 14. That goes to the guide pins to the bracket, and then ones for the bracket are 17 mil. I already got them loose, and I want to see how bad these pads are, because I have a feeling this side might be screwed a little bit. Now, let me take the caliper off. Oh yeah. That, ladies and gentlemen, that's a bad pad where thank God it's doing it on doing it evenly. That means I don't need a caliper. I'm gonna go ahead and check this side now. Double check. I'll show you. Yeah, same stuff on this side. Yeah, let me pull one out so I can show y'all what it's supposed to look like, how much meat it's supposed to have. So pad's supposed to have this much meat left in it, compared to the one on the right. Yeah, it's got like nothing. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. For some reason my kit didn't come with hardware though. Kind of pisses me off, but it is what it is. We use the same hardware, I guess. Oh yeah, this one's even worse. Look at that. That's awesome. And even the rotor is in bad shape because it's got very bad wear behind it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put these new rotors on with some, put everything on with YouTube Magic, and we'll see a new rotor and pad setup. So let me go ahead and do it again. Look at that. So yeah, everything's put on. We got new pads, rotors on, everything. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Oh, never mind. I already did that one as well, so that way I wasn't wasting time. So now I'm gonna go ahead, put those wheels on, torque them down. Oh my god, my camera's messed up. And then I don't know if I'll go for a little test drive. If not, I'll just do the outro and all that stuff, if I don't feel like filming the test drive. But honestly, this is the end of the video. I'm gonna just put the wheels back on and call it a day. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy watching my videos. Hopefully they're not too like boring or they're not a little bit lazy. Well, I do feel like the latest videos have been a little bit lazy because I don't know. That's how I've just been. I've been procrastinating, working on the cars and stuff like that because I'm always thinking about like, but I'm thinking about life, all that stuff. Is again, I'm already at the age. I'm already 21, so it's like the point where I don't know. It's at the point where I just gotta start making big moves, start making plans, and start getting shit done. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed these videos that I've been making lately, especially on the Camry. Hopefully I'm gonna do more videos on this car. We're gonna do some crazy things hopefully planned out for this car soon. Those that did had to replace a light bulb off camera because I already needed it. And also I do have more parts that I'm gonna put on, kind of restore the car a little bit, and probably gonna get more parts so that way, because I got other issues I gotta fix. I gotta fix that window, and then also my car leaks whenever it's raining, or there's any high pressure like water. I gotta fix that, but I'll fix that in the next video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.